All right, I had to find another room to do this lesson. Okay, it's going to say find all 6 trig functions when there is a point, and how about this point from standard position is 5 comma 13. So here's what I'd like you to do. This is pretty easy. This is a sheet of graph paper. Sheet of graph paper. Go back 5, go up 13, and put a dot right there. That's easy. Back 5, up 13. Now, draw the standard position angle like this. Okay, so far so good. That shouldn't be too bad. Now, we do what we always do. Down to the x-axis, down to 0, 0, complete the triangle, put that little Greek letter theta in there. It's just a letter, sort of like, I think it's their letter T. Put 513 on the graph paper, standard position, down, over, over. All right, on this graph paper, by the way, this is 512. It's 12, 12, 12, 12. I'm not going to redo it. It's 12. This is back 5. Now, I know what you're saying. You can't have a distance -5. I'm simply putting the negative there to remind myself that I'm going backwards 5. I'm reminding myself I'm going backwards 5. I'm going up 12, and it is positive 12. I need the hypotenuse using a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So here we go. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. And when I do this problem, a squared, b squared equals c squared, I end up getting the square root of 169 is 13. Always the hypotenuse is going to be a positive number. Well, here we go. From this point, that's opposite, that's adjacent, that's hypotenuse. That's opposite, adjacent, we know that. So here we go. The 6 trig functions are as follows. The 6 trig functions are as follows. Sine, opposite or hypotenuse. Sine, you'd write down 12 over 13. Cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, -5 over 13. And tangent, opposite over adjacent, 12 over -5. Now, we're talking about 6 trig functions, and I'm going to introduce 3 more trig functions to you, and they are up here. These are called cotangent, secant, and cosecant. We will talk about these much more, but all you need to know is these are the reciprocals, the way I've written here. Sine and cosecant are reciprocals of each other. Cosine and secant are reciprocals of each other. And tangent and cotangent are reciprocals of each other. So, the cotangent, we simply take the reciprocal. It is -5 over 12. To get the secant, the reciprocal, it is certainly 13 over -5. And by the way, these negatives can be anywhere. And the cosecant, it is 13 over 12. And that is the first part of that lesson. Cool.